All right, let me get the lights. We are live, so I usually never go live this late at night. Let's see if we get anybody in here. Everybody might be sleeping. Me being on the West Coast, it's actually a little bit earlier to maybe some other people, but I'm not sure with everybody else not maybe on the West Coast. I'm not sure. So we'll see. Let's see if we get... All right, so I've just got some photo paper, and I'm going to paint on the shiny side of the photo paper, and I've got some fluid acrylics, and so this is burnt sienna. I'm just randomly putting some paint down. And I've done quite a few live streams with this. Hey, Amber, how are you doing? How's things your direction? How are you doing? I had to poke another hole in that one. And so here's some yellow ochre. Whoa, it's wanting to come out the side even. Oh my gosh. Ah! The light came down. Light doesn't want to stay up for me now. Sorry about that. Just a second. Had to put up a couple extra lights being this late at night. Now they don't want to cooperate for me. I don't usually go this late, so I had to put up a couple extra lights. Now they want to be on me. All right, then some burnt umber. So I hope everybody's doing all right. I was going to go ahead and paint, so I thought, might as well, since I'm going to already do this, might as well just see if anybody else wanted to see what I was up to. But I'm going to then, here in just a second, I'm going to squish these two pieces of photo paper together. And then after this dries, I make, lately I've been using a lot of it for collage. And so I'm going to do a bunch of landscape collage. And so that's why I'm doing some kind of neutral colors right now. This is all to do a big collage that I'm going to work on that's going to be landscape. So the shelves are cleared out here, everything. Yeah, I know. it's so bad. I don't think there's toilet paper anywhere in town. But thankfully they've been, starting to restock, but within the first hour or so, then it gets emptied out again. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up, once these are dry, I'm going to cut them into kind of jagged strips, and I'm going to do a landscape with them. Doing all right, just tired. All right, well, that's, I think it's pretty late, and it's craziness right now. So I'm glad you're doing all right. So I'm going to set that one aside, and I've got some more ready to go. But this again, I'm not going to be on too long. I thought I would just kind of do a little bit of experiment, see who was up. I had to do these. I was going to paint these anyway, so I thought, why not? See, I'm going to do a couple in some kind of teals and things like that. This is, Deco Art, I think it's Cascade is the color. The color is Cascade. There was a cat hair there. And I'm really trying not to go off of it, but I've done it now a couple times. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of yellow ochre in this one. Why isn't it working? It just did a minute ago. I decided to do a few of these papers for a project I want to do here next week. So I'll have to let them dry. And then next week, I'm going to do the actual collage work painting with it. And tomorrow, I'm going to do 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. I'm going to do some trivia. I thought that would be kind of fun. I figure there's quite a few people that are home and have a little bit more time on their hands. So I thought that would be kind of fun to do some trivia. And there it is. Then I also have this Deco Art Sea Glass. And that last one, that darker teal, was Apple Barrels Tuscan Teal. And then this is Deco Art Sea Glass. You haven't done a pour in a few weeks? Haven't posted anything in a month? Oh, you got moved. Oh, that's good. Well, at least you got moved. Oh, yeah. It's moving. You got all that. I totally understand not having the energy for the extra stuff, like doing a pour and stuff. Yeah, I totally get it. Moves are no fun. But good to hear you that's done and stuff. Oh, squishing it out the edge a little too much. I'm trying to squish it to the edges, but I think I almost squished it a little too much. And a little too much paint, I would say, on that one. That's all right. You can kind of see the cells pop up. But it is paper, so don't want to give it too much of a torch. Well, I hope that things calm down for you after the move, and you're able to find yourself a nice little art area and all that. It's just there was so much here coming off the edge. Wiping that off just a little bit. Those will make great pieces for this abstract landscape I'm going to do. And I'll show you guys all that when I get that one done too, from these pieces. So, all right. Now I was thinking I need to do some like browns and like tan for this landscape. Then I need to do some blues. I have this Apple Barrel Warm Buff. Hey, Dina, how are you doing? We're doing pretty good, as well as can be expected, you know. How are you doing? So I think I will put just a little bit of this lighter Cascade in with this as well. Trying to put a little less paint. That last one almost had a little too much paint. So the only color here that has silicone is the darker brown. Doing good? Oh, good, good. So I'm just painting on this photo paper on the woo, I got that over a little bit too far. But I'm painting on the shiny side. And I'm going to let these dry. And then next week, I'm going to cut them into kind of jagged strips, kind of somewhat. And I'm going to make a collage landscape on a probably 11 by 14 canvas or possibly a 12 by 12. I'm not sure. I have to look at what I have. At this point, I'm just kind of reusing canvases that I didn't like in the past. I'm just squishing the paint down. Hanging out with your grandson. Oh, that's good. That's good. Having some good quality time with the grandson. That's always good. Oh, I'm so sorry you've been in a lot of pain. Oh, waiting for a break. Yeah, I hope you get a break soon. I'm so sorry. Yeah, kids home and everything. Yes. I used to homeschool. So I'm used to the kids being home, and then they went to school for a couple years, and I got used to them being in school, and now they're back home. So at least I have had, you know, that experience of having them home and stuff. So it's not a huge adjustment for us. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely an adjustment, but yeah, I hope you can get a break from the pain. That is no fun. Loving these colors. And the only one with silicone is the darker brown. And look at those cells with all those cells and just the darker brown having silicone. The other two did not have silicone in that one. Now I want to do a couple with blue. And then that's probably it for tonight, because that's all I need to paint for these, this one project I have. Oh, yes. See, the last time I had a surgery, I had actually uh, I can't think, a hernia repaired, actually a repair of a hernia repair. And I had a stroke right directly afterwards. So I can't have any surgeries because of the stroke factor. But yeah, the doctor said if I could have a surgery, they definitely wanted to do a hysterectomy for sure with me, but I can't. So they said there was nothing they could do. But so yeah, I feel your pain. I totally understand. So, but yeah, the last time, because I need to have a wrist surgery as well, but they can't. I need the wrist surgery really bad, actually, but they can't do a wrist surgery either because of the stroke risk. And when I had my hernia, the repair of the repair, because it was a failed hernia repair the first time. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get the poke a hole here is what I'm trying to do with this blue. But right, it was supposed to be like a 1 day thing, like a not even an overnight, like a same day surgery. And so I had the surgery, and then they were releasing me. And right as they were like discharging me, that's when I had the stroke. So it was the craziest thing because they had already done the discharge paperwork. So they couldn't just like, it was so stupid. They had to take me down to the emergency room and put me in as a new patient in the emergency room because they had just like seconds before discharged me from surgery. But thankfully they were so good. The anesthesiologist stayed with me the whole time. The anesthesiologist went with us to the ER. So, and thankfully we had not left. We were still there at the hospital because I was able to get TPA, the clot busting drug. So that made a huge difference because we were still there at the hospital. But that was my second one. So I've got all these blues, and one of the blues was Admiral Blue, and that's the only blue that has a silicone in it. I used blue cotton, Admiral Blue, a phthalo blue, and then real navy. I need some blues for this abstract I'm going to do as well. But I think I'm going to pull this one the long way. Yes, thank God. Thank God I was still there in the hospital and was able to immediately get the TPA is what it is. Because we were literally like going to like getting, Mike was heading to go get the car. We were leaving, like, so. All right. So depending on what way you pull it, if you pull it this way, you of course get the kind of ripple effect one way. So I wanted to do two different blue ones. I'm going to do one with the ripple effect this direction and then one with the ripple effect the other way for what I'm going to kind of go for. Oh, yeah, yeah. The state has so many. I had a friend who had kind of a similar situation, and they wouldn't do hers either. 2 is plenty for you? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. They caught it. That was huge. Thankfully, they did. Because then for the next 24 hours, I was in intensive care, and my heart rate stayed above. What was my Mike? Did you go to sleep or you in chat? I'm not sure if he went to sleep. He might have went to sleep. But I think my heart rate was above like 140, but it went. I mean, it like stayed above 140 for 24 hours. It never went below, but it was spiking up to like 165 at times too. So one of the main things, plus having a stroke, I had just had a stroke. They were super concerned with my heart rate during that time because it just kept climbing and climbing. I'm gonna have to grab another paper for the other one. Just I got it right here though. And another little black thing. Those are the handiest little black plastic sheets. And you can actually pour directly on them. So there's another one for the next one. And then this one does have one underneath. But then that's going to be the last one for tonight. But I'm going to be back tomorrow night. So that'll be good. Yeah, that is way too high, especially to keep it sustained for like 24 hours. So yeah, that was craziness. So I'm going to do blue again on this one. But I'm going to try to get this one a little bit lighter blues. That last one I think would be great for the water that I'm going to do in my kind of my scene I'm going to do. And then I think this one would be good for the sky. So I'm going to do a little bit lighter blues in this one. I might even throw a little bit of gray. Big old glob came out. Just a second. Yucky. Big old glob. But anyways, enough of that talk. Enough of those times. But definitely, I understand, Amber, and I hope things get better for you with that. That sucks. That pain is no fun. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You know, it was a blessing in disguise in a way. I mean, it was terrible tragedy all around. But in a way, it was a blessing in disguise because that's how I found this type of painting because I was trying to figure out something to make my my left hand, you know, really work better. So, you know, I always try to look at the good and look at the blessings, you know, there too. Oh, every single one of these I've grabbed. It seems like all of them have been. I want just a little bit of this, but not too much. There, that'll be good. That's a cobalt blue, but it's labeled cobalt blue, but honestly, it's more of almost a periwinkle. It's weird. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. So, yeah, squishy this one, and this one will be for the collage that I'm going to do. This will be kind of the sky. So that last blue one I think is more like a water blue color. And then I threw a little bit of gray in here. So this one is more going to be like the sky. And then tomorrow evening, we'll do some trivia. Because I figured might as well try to take some minds, off of craziness right now. And I'm not sure. I don't think any of those colors had silicone. So you can kind of see what you get with you don't have any silicone at all with this. I don't want to give it too much of a torch, but I don't know if you guys can see there's just a few bubbles through here. But I'm scared with it being paper to torch it too much. So, yeah, I thought since I was going to paint anyways, I might as well go live and just kind of check in on everybody and see how everybody else is doing. And just kind of, I don't usually go live this late at night. So it's kind of also experiment to see, who would come and joining me. And so thank you, ladies, for coming and joining me tonight. Floetrol. I am allergic to adhesives. I am allergic to glue, Band-Aids, tape. So I'm allergic to adhesives. So I actually first started, I was using glue and I was getting hives, like terrible, terrible hives. And then I learned that I was allergic to the adhesives. And I had kind of known before that I was allergic to adhesives, but I was being like super cautious and not letting it touch my skin. And then I learned, oh no, it didn't matter if it was touching my skin. It was like the fumes in the air, just from regular old Elmer's school glue. It was giving me enough fumes because I'm allergic. It was giving me enough fumes to kind of cause rash, like a huge hives. So I do only Floetrol is what I use for mine. Yeah, let me show you how that one dried, Dina. I have that one, I think, right here. Yes, on every Friday. Every Friday, I do those live streams that are where you guys request the color. So this one, this is that fire one, and this is it dried right here. Oh, do you get hives or do you get a reaction from glue? My grandmother worked in like a shipping facility, and when she would have to use the tapes, she would get horrible hives. So she was also allergic to adhesive, but like Band-Aids, anything, it like literally takes off my skin. So I can't use a lot of any sort of adhesive like tape or anything on myself. But so yeah, that's that one. Oh, you're loving that one, Dina? Send me an email. Send me an email and we can work that out. We can figure that out. So my email is Whimsy Creek Boutique. I think, Dina, we have sent emails back and forth before when you won the giveaway. So you should have my email, but in case you don't have my email, it's whimsycreekboutique@gmail.com. Oh yeah, this was Dina chose these colors, and this was I put the colors towards the bottom, and then I used my aquarium tubing to blow the colors this direction. And the orange is the color I put silicone in. I'm only putting silicone in like 1 or 2 colors per painting. Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. It's getting late. You probably forgot. Oh, you got hives and a headache, and your mom, does your mom do paint pouring as well? That's really cool if your mom does paint pouring too. My mom's very crafty, but she doesn't paint or anything like that. She mainly sews and quilts. She is quite the quilter, but that's kind of where she does quilting. Oh, no, no, okay, but maybe she gets an effect from yours when you paint pour. Oh, thank the Lord you're not allergic to anything. I'm only allergic to adhesives and like lavender. I'm super, I don't know, lavender. I don't know if it's an allergy or just like I get a horrible headache around lavender scented stuff. But I don't know. It's not been like a diagnosed allergy. So I think it might be a sensitivity. But that's it. So thankfully, nothing else. We don't have any food allergies or anything in the home, so that makes it nice. Yeah, allergic to annoying people. Yes, I think we're all a little bit allergic to annoying people, especially lately. We're all going to learn some patience from this one, I'm telling you. Oh, even when they're dried. Oh, she must have like a pretty, a little bit stronger, yeah, pretty good allergy there. I don't think I really have been affected from them being dry because I still had some around for quite a while that had done with the glue. Oh, wow. So I'm glad. And Floetrol, does Floetrol give you any sort of issues? Because Floetrol doesn't give me any sort of issues. So I was really thankful to find Floetrol. So yeah, here's this one. It's a little bit flowing off the edge here. I have a little bit too much. I've taken my gloves off now. But this is the last one for this one. But I'll be back tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we'll do trivia, just to kind of an escape from the current situation in the world, kind of. So, all right, ladies, I am going to get off of here. It's only 9:35 here in Washington with me and Amber, but for you, Dina, it's getting kind of late over there. Oh, okay. Yeah, Amber. Yeah, I like the Floetrol much better. So, and I've used a little bit of Liquitex pouring medium, but Liquitex pouring medium is so expensive, but I had no issues when I did use it. So, yes, thank you, ladies, so much for hanging out with me. And I hope you can join us tomorrow for trivia, or maybe on Friday. Friday, we'll do another of the chat gets to pick the colors. So, yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe, staying home. Oh, he's 9 now, so he stays up till 2 a.m. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I have teenagers, so I get that. Yep. So, all right, ladies, you guys have an awesome night and stay healthy and stay safe. Much love to you all. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. And always, always be the change you want to see in the world, ladies. All right. Good night. Good night. Much love.